Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to Somae Society. We are here to talk about space weather, and we have a juicy lineup for you as always. My name is Kirsty Harris, Shadow Priestess and Ritual Guide, and I'm here with some fabulous co-hosts, Io at Masako. I can never say Io's last name properly. I'm so sorry, Io. I need to practice. And my other lovely co-host, Bonnie Sunshine, who is an absolute ray of sunshine. So yeah, welcome in, guys. How are we feeling this week? We are recording this the day before before the eclipse. So yeah, feeling bipolar might be a thing. And also, you guys, you can come off on mute, you know. You can come and say hello. Are you just laughing at me?
You can't
You
come off
can't.
mute? Why? You should be. Oh, you
Oh,
switched computers.
there we go.
I made you a
This
co-host earlier, and if you switch
Uh,
computers after you do it, it doesn't work.
yeah, no, I'm on the same computer.
Oh, that's
Same,
so weird.
yeah, yeah.
Technology.
Who knows? It took me forever to get in today. I was like, is my computer broken? Is my internet broken? What's going on? It literally
am
took me
I
about
broken? Who
50.
knows?
Am I broken? Yeah, exactly. Took me 15 minutes to get in the room today. I was like, what is going on? What else? What else?
Wow.
I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
yeah, yeah. Hi, I'm Io Masako here to give you some of this juicy space weather we got this week. It's kind of quiet week this week, you guys.
Yeah, I'm not sad about that though.
I'm not either. I'm like, we
I'm
got
not
this is
sad
like an
about it.
integration week. That's what it feels like. It's like
And
a
oh, sorry.
go ahead, babe.
I was just say, just to let everybody know, we've changed the dates a little bit. So we will be talking about space weather from this Friday to Thursday. So we can give you a heads up because I guess we kind of felt, and we had some feedback to be like, oh, it's great when it comes out on Tuesday, but it would just be really good if we had a little bit more time to prepare. And so if you are really interested in the eclipse that is happening tomorrow, you just need to go and check out the episode that is already up. And that was really juicy as well. That was really interesting about the eclipse on a new moon in Leo. Like, what the fuck? So yeah, go back and check that.
There's so much good stuff that last week, this week. I mean,
Mm,
yeah, I've been feeling, Kirsty and I were talking about it earlier, like this kind of like busy bee energy, like this busy
mm,
beaver energy. Like I just want to get the book done. I just want to get the things done. I want to get the things done. I want to get the other things off my plate. And I just want to be like in my system, I just want to be like open to receiving. And we're going to talk about that. That's like a big theme this week is just being open. I'm like this morning in my morning practice, I was dancing and just being like, universe, give it to me. I don't care if it's uncomfortable.
I
Like,
mean, that's brave.
I'm
I
like,
was
for my
thinking that
highest
too.
good, for my highest
Mm.
good, for my highest
Yes,
good, for my
but
highest good.
still brave. She
Oh,
rough and ready over here. I'm fucking like, no. No, I want to hide under some blankets.
yeah, yeah. I'm like, I'll fucking hit the treadmill running right now.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you did mention your book, so you do want to talk about your book a little bit?
I mean, we didn't agree to that.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
it's okay. I'm so excited. I've been working on this book for like 2 years, dude. 2 years. And essentially, it takes all of your spirit data, like your gene keys, your human design, your astrology, your Bazi Chinese system, and your numerology, and then blends it with your Enneagram, your Myers Briggs, your love language, your attachment styles, and a values assessment, and then like builds it all together into a thread and trains your AI to speak to you. And then it's got a bunch of like ridiculous, cool prompts. Like, I just,
Mm-hmm.
uh, I've been working on the prompts about like connection and friendship, and it's so good. It's like I was sitting there just crying yesterday. And I'm like,
Good tears.
you see me, and you're also giving me tools to see myself and show up better in this world. Ah. Like it's that freaking good. Yeah, yeah. I'll
Yeah.
yeah, I'll pop in the link for the wait list so everybody can have it. Let me go ahead and do that. How are you doing, Bonnie?
Hello, hello. I'm Bonnie Sunshine. I am
Oh,
the
sorry. Yeah,
archer.
Bonnie hasn't even introduced herself properly yet. Oh my gosh,
Okay.
Bonnie, take the spotlight. Sorry, I just
I
interrupted
was,
you
I
as
was
well.
talking. Yes.
Sorry, got excited.
Hi, I'm Bonnie Sunshine. I'm the archer. You and I founded Somae Society in November 2025. So we've been doing this every single week since then. And we're so excited that Kirsty has joined us. We are three motherfucking Capricorns in the house. We're holding it down for each other. We're chaos monkeys and monsters, aliens and silly, delightful beings who have a lot of woo and love to combine all of these things. So you're hearing that in Eo's book. You're going to hear that in what we bring to you in the space weather. And what we do is help you bring this into your humanness. So, so excited.
Are you still traveling, Bonnie? No, you're home now.
No, no, I'm home. Yeah.
I love that you had to check then. You were like, where am I? What
I was like,
space
am
am
I
I in?
traveling?
What dimension am I in? I don't
That
know.
was pretty much
I'm
it.
like, technically, yes, she is always traveling. Like, yeah, I want to like
I,
really touch on that too, Bonnie. What you said is like bringing the practicality of these things in. I think that's like one of the things that, gives us a distinction from some of the other kind of more, updates and that kind of thing, astrology updates. It's like, hey, like, do you want some actual like real embodied practice? Like, let's do that. Like, here's some goals. So yeah. Yeah, do you guys want to dig into the weather this week?
Yes. Does somebody want to drop in the chat what we're going to talk about, or do you want to say out loud for the clip, or I don't know.
Um,
I can't remember.
yeah, I'll pull it up. I've got it right here. So this week's space weather we have going on, we've got August 15th, which is our headline news. This is going to be the big news of the week, which is going to be Mercury conjunct Jupiter. And Kirsty's going to be going over that information. Then we've got Venus sextile Jupiter, and that is going to be me. I'm going to be drawing that in. Then we also have Mars square Neptune, which Bonnie is going to bring up and roll through. And then we've got the Human Design Gate 29 of commitment and devotion. And I'll be speaking about that. So that's our flow for this week, y'all.
I always feel like sextile is such a naughty word.
Sextile. Sextile. I
Sextile.
I love the symbol for it too, because it's like this beautiful asterisk, right? And
Yeah.
it's like it feels like a starburst. It feels like, oh, everything. It's so juicy. It's so good. Sextile, so it's so nice. It's such a nice little gift.
Sextile. And Kazemi. Oh, love a Kazemi as well. Sorry, getting distracted. Right. Shall we talk about Mercury and Jupiter then? Because we are going to be coming into this on the 15th of August. And the influence window is like the 13th to the 17th. The peak energy is the 15th. Obviously, we're in the sign of Leo. So the main themes that we're talking about is like expanded thinking, because Jupiter expands everything it touches, right? Which I was like, oh, Jupiter touched me. Anyway, we Mercury typically represents communication, thinking, ideas, information. Yes, Pappy Jupiter. We love Pappy Jupiter coming up in the chat. Um, yeah, so Mercury is about learning, writing, IT, business, commerce, and like the stories that we tell ourselves, all right? Mercury is obsessed with communication. And then Jupiter represents expansion, growth, opportunity, wisdom, optimism, abundance, and travel. So great for Bonnie on her astral travel. Should be right up there. And so whenever these two come together, like I said earlier, Jupiter expands everything it touches. So Jupiter meets Mercury in our thoughts, ideas, our conversations, our expectations become bigger, and we suddenly see opportunities where previously we saw limitations. So, when it's like, oh, I could do that thing, but really it's for everybody else. Or I could say that, but actually it's not my place to say it. These like limitations start to melt away. And I just think that's amazing. So these conversations, especially being in the eclipse energy, because we're in the eclipse now until the next full moon, like it's going to open unexpected doors for people. Like, so I just keep saying to people, be open to miracles right now. Literally be open to miracles, because sometimes miracles come to you, but they're not always dressed like a miracle. It doesn't have it written on its forehead, I'm a fucking miracle. It is just like, here. And then it's not until after you've had the experience, you're like, wow, that was actually amazing. And this comes into the power of the mind, which is the Mercury, okay? It governs the way that we receive, which obviously is a big theme this week, how we process and communicate information. Oh, yeah, very projector energy coming up in the chat. Yeah, because we like to be projectors up in here. So yeah, Mercury is the power of the mind, influences how we speak, listen, learn, we plan, we make decisions. It shapes those internal conversations that we have with ourselves. And those are the private thoughts that matter. Because if we repeatedly tell ourselves that we can expand our lives, we can. If we quietly limit them, then we can. The power of the mind, I always kind of like, I read something and it was like the difference between you and a millionaire is your mindset. And I was like, okay, I don't 100% believe that, because of like, not 100% true. But, that millionaire mindset, like the difference between you and somebody who has money could be the mindset, right? And not saying it's always that way, not saying it's like that for everybody, but the mindset is extremely powerful, because you see it in the way that you manifest all the time. And when we tell ourselves, I'm not ready, nobody's going to listen to me, somebody else has already done it, I don't know enough, blah, blah, blah. The Mercury conjunct Jupiter is there to like basically interrupt this thought loop you have yourself like limited to. Jupiter is going to be like, nah, I'm going to show you you are a bad bitch. And it's going to show you the expansion, the opportunity, and the belief. So yeah, there's lots of expansion coming up, and we may feel really called towards new study, teaching, or sharing our knowledge, writing, speaking, or podcasting. Funny that. Travel or international opportunities, expanding businesses, applying for an opportunity, and developing a bigger vision for our life. And with this, we've got the fire of Leo that gives us the courage to do it. I have something that's worth staying. I have something that's worth doing. I am worthy of doing that thing. It's okay for me to show up and be very, very bold. One of the shadows of this is that we might turn around and start over-promising, okay? Or making assumptions. We might say, yes, we can take on all 20,000 projects because we feel fucking good right now. And then the reality hits and we're like, no, why did you say that? Why did you say, I'm currently having that right now? I'm like, I've said yes to all these things. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, God, actually do the work now. And nobody fucking told me that. Silly Kirsty. Anyway, yeah, you might find that you're talking over other people. I wrote that down. So yeah, that's Mercury in Jupiter. So yeah, don't mind me just being foghorn Kirsty. And expecting immediate results. You're not going to get immediate results. We know that. So yeah, that is everything that I've got written down. Well, it's not everything, but most things I got written down for the Mercury and Jupiter conjunction. Feels really good. Feels really nice. And Io and Bonnie are just laughing at me.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm cracking up because so before we come on, Bonnie, Kirsty, and I all meet up for like 15, 20 minutes before just to like drop in with each other, see how we're doing. And Kirsty the entire time is literally railroading over everybody. So when you're like, yeah, I wrote that down. It's like, this is fucking great. Like Bonnie says it all the time too. It's like when we're doing space weather, we are also living space weather, guys. Like these aspects show up really big and bright in our worlds too. And we all intuitively pick, like I send out the agenda and then we all intuitively pick what is calling to us the loudest that week. And that's normally the medicine we need. So then we bring that medicine into ourselves and then bring it to you guys. So kind of a little behind the scenes for y'all there. So
I literally sent a message to EO being like, don't you just hate it when you speak about space weather and it's for you? Like, I hate it. That was me last week. I was like, oh.
Maybe you need to start choosing different aspects. I mean, this seems like a good aspect, right? Like this Mercury Jupiter, right? Is like this is a great aspect for you, especially with what you've got going on in your life. Like you've got, spell school starting soon too. So yeah. Lots of big things. All right. Well, what's interesting is, you talking about this, the whole Mercury and Jupiter, right? The Mercury conjunct Jupiter, it really plays into the next part of space weather, which is Venus sextile Jupiter. So we've got Venus, and Venus is in Libra right now, and Venus in Libra, that's one of its home signs, right? So it's got this really kind of beautiful intellectual feel to it. It's got this airy vibe and it feels really good. So Venus is all about what you value, right? What is important to you, not what's important to somebody else, but what's important to you. What do you value in your life? And then, as Kirsty said, Jupiter's all about expansion, right? And we've got it in Leo, which is in service to self, in the social self aspect of it. So this gets to mean that this week, this is happening August 17th, and the transit's going to happen pretty much the 15th through the 18th, so to speak. And we've got abundance across everything that you value. This is the time to give and receive, and to give and receive at such a level that you may or may not have experienced before. And this is everything that you value. This is it amplified. So a couple of questions to ask yourself this week is, what would feel really, really great to give? Like, what would light me up to give to someone else, to my community, to my partnership, maybe to myself? What would really, what's the thing that you're like, man, I would really love to gift this to somebody? The other question is, what would I really like to receive? Like, what would feel very squishy and good to really, really receive in my body? And again, do you want this from community? Do you want this from a specific person? Do you want this from the business? Do you want this from the universe? Right? And to feel into both of those questions and play with them. The key is, though, is you got to open through. Like, sextile is not just like, hey, here you go. Sextile is like, you got to walk through this door. You got to make the choice, right? You've got to choose what you want, and then you have to actually take action, some sort of action towards it. So if you're like, man, I just really want a bath, then go turn on the tap and take a dang bath, right? Like, if you don't have a bathtub, then reach out to your community and be like, hey, does anybody have a bathtub I can borrow? Like, I really need to take a bath. Whatever that thing is that you are valuing right now, take a step towards it. The really, really, really cool thing about this week, this is door one in the Venus sextile Jupiter play out. There are going to be two other doors for this that are going to be happening in November as well. So right now, what you do during this time, you're planting a seed. So November 4th, Venus is going to be retrograde in this. So there might be some lessons that are coming up. And then in November 28th, she's going back direct. So she goes retrograde and then back direct. So this is going to be 3 opportunities to really play in this energy. On the not self-theme side, the more shadowy side, this can look like overindulgence. It could look like overpromising. Taking things for granted is a big one. And then the other big, bright, shiny object in the shadow aspect of this is passive receiving. This is not the time to go, oh, if it's meant for me, it will come. This is not the time to be a pillow princess, y'all. Don't be the pillow princess right now. This is the time to be like, it'd be real nice is if you gave me a foot massage. I would love that right now. This is the time for ask for what you need, ask for what you desire, especially from the universe. It is ideal for this. The gift with this right now is opening your heart, getting to be open without fear in it, receiving without any guilt or any need of reciprocity at all, and generosity that does not deplete you. You get to be an entire beautiful magnet right now. And then the thing about being a magnet is you're not just attracting things to you, you are also being attracted to things, right? Magnets don't just work one way, right? So think about that. Think about saying yes to things, but only after you check in with yourself. Use your authority in human design. And we're going to be going over that in the Human Design Gate 29 a little bit later. On the 17th specifically, the practice that we're bringing in is receive something that you would normally deflect. So that could be like a compliment, that could be a gift, that could be an offer of help or something around pleasure. So just say yes on the 17th after checking in with your authority. What do you guys got coming in for we got this Venus sextile Jupiter hotness? Yeah,
Go on, Bonnie.
I felt Bonnie too. I'm like, where's she at?
Go, Bonnie.
I was trying to add a spotlight and then it removed you for some reason. I was laughing. Okay, so I have this deck. I haven't used it in a while, but it's like yelling really loudly. I picked it up in
This is
Sedona.
new for Somae Society. We've not used that deck before.
We have not, and it's giant. Look, it's like the size of my
Oh
head.
my
So I'm over
gosh.
here trying to like do the cards the way that I usually do, and my body's like, "How did you do this before?"
You gotta stretch your hands. You gotta have those
Yeah,
basest fingers.
I mean, look at my hand.
That's crazy, dude. That's like a
They are.
brick.
It's a
You take
brick.
you take somebody's soul out with that thing.
So everybody, take a breath with your body. This is so you can receive the messages and tuning into Sedona specifically for those of you who are land guardians. There's you can tune into the energy of this color, which is the color of the space in Sedona.
I also
I
got
found this.
birds. Birds were coming
Oh
up.
yeah, love that. I found this deck at a coffee shop and they had all of her art on the walls in the original form. And she had created each of these art pieces to be a deck. So each card here is
Hmm. What were we just saying? That color and birds, man.
yeah, I knew it was gonna fall out. So
Children.
when you walk into the space, it had all of her art in like giant form, but she has passed away.
So I'm getting very, very loud on this. This is new beginnings. This is like we're not talking literal children. It could also be literal children, but I'm getting like these are your projects, these are your ideas, these are the things that are coming to fruition for you. Like, what are your babies in this? What is it that you value? What is it that you've been nurturing inside of yourself? What is your own inner child saying right now that it needs or it wants? Right? How does it want to express itself? We talked a few weeks ago about the golden shadow, and like this is another aspect of that. Like, does your inner child want to dance? Does it want to create? Does it want to paint? Does it want to draw? And how can you bring that into your life? That's coming through very, very loudly. Those look like cherry blossoms as well. Um, and cherry blossoms are very important in Japanese culture. I'm part Japanese, and it's always bringing in like the spring, right? The cherry blossom festivals are very big in Japan and very important. And it's not just because you have a bunch of beautiful flowers on trees; it's because it's bringing new life and new energy into the world. Yeah, that's what I have coming in for that one.
I love that. And this is called the bird tribe child. That's the name of this. So if we were to hear the newborn speak, arriving from heaven, extraordinary, unique, truths of the light, an abundant share, all the love, how much they care. And that is a poem by Sherilyn, who created all of these art pieces. And the birds specifically have come to assist in the humanity's awakening. Yeah. And I'll post the card in Somae Society. So if you haven't joined, you can join us there, get the download. With these, it is often less about what we say and more about what you intuit and where your eye is drawn, what you get from this as well. So please use your own intuition that's the invitation, is to use your intuition to get the details that you need from that. Shall I roll right into mine? Yeah, sweet. So I am covering Mars square Neptune, and it has the same influence window that Io was just talking about. So it starts on the peak, or the transit itself is August 17th, but the window is August 14th through the 20th. And what I love about this is my Mars and Neptune are very close to each other. My Mars is in Scorpio. So right now it's like stabbing me. I just love. So Neptune dissolves certainty and Mars wants action. And they're creating this push-pull energy. So remember a couple space weathers ago, we had this push-pull energy. Well, it's coming back around. And the reason it's coming back around is so that you can feel the impulse to move, but your direction may not be clear. And this is the vision. The vision may be misty or clouded. This aspect specifically asks you to move with faith, not sight. And that's where the clarity comes through. So it's take action even when you can't see the whole path, and to commit to the direction even though the fog is real. The shadow, and this is what I've been experiencing the last couple of days, is that the confusion is paralyzing you. I'm getting like so much information that I just feel like I can't move. And me just saying this out loud is helping the fog to clear, because when I need something, it brings it to the forefront versus controlling me and being in that underworld. And then the gift is inspired action. Your intuition, it is what guides that logic, and your willingness to bring forth those children and that underpinnings of what is calling you is the courage in your fog. So on Sunday, or anytime in this aspect, when the fog feels heaviest, ask yourself, what does my intuition say? What's beneath this fear? Take a deep breath and trust the whisper. Trust the whisper. Trust the whisper. Kirsty's over there like, stop whispering.
Very ASMR. When did we turn into that podcast?
It's like we can do all of this space weather while whispering.
And I'll crawl into a ball and die.
So good. The sensation.
Yeah.
Up your spine.
Get off me, Io. Get off.
It's so funny how we like to push each other's buttons. That feels very Capricorn to me.
Yeah.
We're constantly doing it to each other.
If it's not banter, is it even a Capricorn friendship?
That. gotta have the banter.
So you're welcome to seeing us in our true form.
I really feel called, like, I know this is like out of rotation and stuff, but I just want to say thank you to everybody joining us live. Like, holy cow, thank you. Like, when energy drops into this space, especially energy we haven't seen for a while, it makes me really excited, especially when we've got like the foundational people that show up live every week. Thank you so freaking much. And also, like, the people that are watching this on replay, I know so many people watch this on replay and watch Somae Society and Space Weather and get a lot of really great information. So yeah, thank you. Just fucking thank you guys. Yeah. Big things. So Bonnie, do you feel good and complete with yours? Because it's really interesting, because you're like checking with your intuition, and this dives straight into this like gate 29, what is really, really beautiful about this gate that's happening right now, and this is going to be also, guess what? August 17th. August 17th is the big bright shiny day, right? We've got that August 15th, Mercury and Jupiter. Then August 17th, we've got the Venus sextile Jupiter. Then August 17th, Mars square Neptune. And August 17th, the human design gate 29. So 29 is all about commitment and it's all about devotion. One of the beautiful things that I love about this is in the I Ching, it's known as the water gate, right? Or it's also called the abysmal, which is very interesting, but we're going to go with water on this one. And the idea is that if you have water under the surface, right? If you feel something with water, water will find every crack. It will find everywhere to be where it needs to be. And this is the type of commitment, this is the type of devotion that is coming in this week. So if you think about this human design gate in relation to all of these Mercury conjunct Jupiter, Venus sextile Jupiter, and the Mars square Neptune, you have the ability to have the kind of devotion in your soul system so deeply. Now, this gate is directly related to our G center. So this is going to be all about that gut reaction. And what's so beautiful with this is everybody will have the ability. I don't care if you're an emotional authority. I don't care if you are a spontaneous authority. I don't care if you have no authority whatsoever. This is going to be a week that you are going to be able to tap into that sacral knowing. And then the sacral knowing, they're even bringing it up to those with sacral, is that it's not just like a yes. It's not just your standard like sacral yes. This is going to be like, yes. Like it's coming from the depths of your soul. It is a full body, holy fuck, yes. Like I want to do this thing. It is yes, right? And to give yourself the time, to give yourself the pause to check in with it. So when we play into this channel, right, it's 29 to 46. 46 is, oh, guess what? Love of the body. We were just talking about that. I was cracking up when writing this because this is the channel of discovery. And the way I wrote it was Discovery Channel. So I'm just thinking like animals making love, essentially. And that's kind of this energy that we're playing with. This is the channel of succeeding where other people fail. So if you've got 46, this 29 is bringing that in for you. Congratulations. If you do not have 46 like me, 29 is still going to be in and it's still going to give you that like deep sacral yes that gives everything to the experience, right? If you're like that sacral yes, then you dive in, you become the water and you fill every crack. I'm finding it kind of funny because I will be starting a retreat on this day. Like it is day one of this retreat that I am going to. And I now know that I have to dive into it fully 100%, no reservations, just own it and go. And it's really helpful for me to know that. So not self-theme on this, or the more shadowy aspect is going to say the yes without that full body response. This is going to be like getting trapped because you're doing one of the 5 Fs. We'll talk about the 5 Fs. I'm going to post a video about the 5 Fs on my Instagram. If you want to go see it, check it out there. We'll also post it in school. After this, I'm going to do the whole 5 Fs thing. I got a cool little reminder for everybody. So if you don't know what the 5 Fs are, they're fight, flight, freeze, fawn, and fold. And I'll do a quick little thing so you can remember those and what those are. But check for that in school and on my Instagram. So with this self theme for this is the gift for this week with this one. For those that have the sacral already, you guys like get to experience it at a higher level, that full body, that, oh God, yes. For those that don't have a sacral authority, you get to feel what it feels like to have that sacral yes. And you can start training it into your system. Just because you got an emotional authority doesn't mean you can't also train the other systems and other authorities into your system. So like, don't limit yourself, like both and. You can have both and, right? This is devotion and like such deep commitment from like perfect alignment. And we have got the week stacked for this. The 17th specifically is stacked for this, stacked for having full alignment and full commitment as long as you listen to a full body yes on this. And this is also the capacity to give to yourself. Breathe into that one. The capacity to give to yourself in a way that you have not done so before. It's huge. Super, super, super huge. So I've got an additional practical thing for you guys to like take with you from this. And this is Venus is going to open this door for you, right? Like actually Mercury conjunct Jupiter is like throwing like Venus is opening the door and Mercury conjunct Jupiter is just like sprinkling fairy dust over everything for this, right? And then the Mars squared Neptune is like, hey, like what do you need to look at a little bit deeper here, right? But the practical practice for this, I use this with my intuition training a lot with like newer clients coming in or workshops I do. And I want everybody to stop. Most people in the time zones we're at, there's some hour of eating coming up. It could be breakfast, lunch, dinner, wherever you're watching from, wherever you're watching the replay from, whatever time you're on. I want you to think to yourself, what do I want to eat right now? And just let it sit for a second. You don't have to answer the question. I don't want your brain to answer the question yet. What do I want to eat right now? And then ask yourself, do I want to eat fruit? Ha, my body lit up at that. My body went, oh, yes. Do I want to eat a big giant plate of biscuits and gravy? No, like I just got off a detox. It is like, no. I'm like, do I even want a biscuit with jam? No, I don't want a biscuit and jam. Do I want fruit? Fuck. Do I want another French omelet this morning? Yeah. Oh, do I want maybe some like really nice crispy potatoes with it? Just a few though. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Yes. So you get to start asking yourself questions, right? And that's how you start to train these sacral responses inside of your own body. You could be like, hey, do I want to sleep with that person over there? No. Do I want to sleep with that? Yeah, that person. Yes. I don't know why. They're not my type, but okay. Like these are the sacral responses. So you have a beautiful opportunity on the 17th and this week to really choose what you devote yourself to. Do I want to work today? Do I not want to work today? So, yeah, that's what I got for that one. What do you guys got? Bonnie's got cards for us.
Yeah, also got an
Let me add spotlight. There you go.
Yeah, thanks. So this is from that same deck. This is devotion. And this
okay, you guys, Bonnie does not sit over there and look through the cards to pull up the cards we need. I'm just saying that. That's not happening. It's just naturally happens.
This is Mary Magdalene. And what Sherry Lynn says about her is, every child is born from the chalice of the mother. She, the cosmic virgin, is crowned in her birth, and the sun and the moon under her feet, cloaked in the blessings of Mother Earth. Sherry Lynn. So look at that. It's like double hearts down here at the earth, and peacock feathers and colors around her, draped from her hair.
Infinity symbol.
Yeah, there's so much symbology. It's almost like a conch, or yeah, an ankh, not a conch. That's funny.
Maybe a conch too, though. I mean, like that definitely is bringing in that information. And then we've also got the porpoise. There's the porpoise. It's the porpoise.
Oh my God. Yeah. She's a portal. And when you said like chalice, I was like, oh, what a beautiful way to describe it. But again, it's all about birthing something into the world as well, isn't it?
I thought you said bird things. It's all about the bird things into this world.
Well, I've got a bird on my card too, yeah. I got a hummingbird.
It's and I just watched The Residence. I don't know if anybody's watched The Residence yet. It's exceptional. It's a murder mystery. It's So good. But birds are a big aspect of that too. What do you got on your birdie card?
I've got
Bob
bought
and Sana.
Sana. Yeah. And it says trust. And look at her. She's magical. Well, you can't fucking see her, but she is magical. We'll put her in school, but she's beautiful. And she's also got a hummingbird and a whale there, which is and also the DNA strand. So this is all about memory and heart retrieval as well. So as we're going through all of this stuff that we are receiving, it's going to be healing deeper and deeper in our heart where we've needed to pull loads of things up before. And Io is an excited child ready to say something.
It's so what's hilarious is both those past two cards, right, have birds and ocean creatures on them, pelagic ocean creatures which travel, right? These
Mm,
these these are the creatures that are traveling the depths of the water. And then you have the birds, which when we're looking at it in like more, I hate the word shaman, but shamanistic practices, these are the
mm,
ones that have the eyes over everything and can see everything. So this is a beautiful opportunity. It's for those that have done like ketamine therapy. That's what they're kind of giving me. It's like this kind of ability to see and also feel at the same time, from a almost detached but healthfully detached place, not like a,
yeah.
yeah, like it's really, really, really beautiful. Also, Boban guys, Boban has been coming up a lot again in my life. Boban is one of my all-time favorite herbs. I have a tincture sitting right there that I can see right now. Um, it was in the cacao ceremony on last Saturday. One of one of the blessings with Boban is not only is she a heart opener, she
Mm,
also has the ability to help people transmute um deep grief, like
and sadness.
deep grief. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, like bone weary grief. Like Boban was the plant medicine that I use in conjunction with 𝘤𝘰𝘮𝘮𝘪𝘵𝘴 when my mother
mm,
passed away.
mm.
To be able to feel all of the feelings that I could feel around that. So, and it's also a really pretty plant. Go look it up. It's little
Yeah,
petals and it's
it's
like, oh,
beautiful
it's like a little
flowers.
fairy
Yeah.
tree. Oh,
And Sana is obviously in the Amazon as well. The shamans depict her like a goddess, so the plant is the goddess, but also it's associated with mermaid energy as well.
oh, of
Which
course it
again,
is.
it's of course it is. But yeah, it's yeah, but also when we look at energy like mermaid energy, it's not, it's good on the top, party on the top, not such party on the bottom because you got a fishtail. So
I
like
I disagree. I think the party's
oh,
on the bottom.
okay. Look, there's a party on one side. There's a party on one. At least if you got a party on the top, you got nice boobs because every mermaid has nice boobs.
Yeah, yeah, she does. I think,
You
yeah.
never seen you never seen a mermaid with a saggy rack now. You've never.
That's not true. I've seen some pretty gnarly mermaids, dude.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen some, I mean, like I've seen some mermaids that look like they were like rode hard and put away real wet. Real wet.
Be wet.
It's a dual joke.
Because we're talking about duality.
Yeah,
And it
yeah.
all comes back. It all comes back. Shadow and light. Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, that womb
Yeah.
They're,
space. Yeah, she looks very mermaid-esque too. Gosh.
and they look like two rings. So if you look
Oh,
at
Mm.
them
they do
closely.
interlinked.
So it's almost like the marriage and a hand
Mm,
fasting is happening, but there's symbols within that.
mm, beautiful.
It's
But yeah.
it's interesting that this is coming up because I was talking with one of our Somae Society members offline about Boba and Sana. So I'm going to make sure that they see this to watch it because that the medicine's been coming through for them as well.
I've
Yeah.
never pulled this card in the entire time I've had this deck. And
I
I
love
today I
that.
pull it.
I love that. I'm convinced there's one deck that I have, which is the Enchanted Map deck I've been using for like almost 20 years. And there'll be cards, like I'm really familiar with that deck. And I'll pull a card and I'll be like, that's a new card. That didn't
Mm,
exist until today. Yeah.
totally. And just
Yeah.
one final note is that hummingbirds and whales, obviously, like you say, they travel and they travel far distances, but they're also record keepers. So I do feel like at this time we have deep capacity to do very deep heart retrieval, and when we think about it in like shamanic terms, like, some people believe that when a trauma happens, you leave a part of your soul behind. So again, it's that soul retrieval, that heart retrieval, whatever you want to call it. It's just a beautiful time for that. So although we're like Jupiter this and this is exciting and this is exciting, it doesn't always mean that it's easy. And when we talked about like water getting into every nook and cranny, like when you think about a drought and like you're trying to soak the land, it's hard work. So, it isn't all rainbows and sunshine. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that
sorry.
Mars squares Neptune is coming in really hard when you're talking about that, right? Like we're looking at like Neptune, which is a much more like deeper, like underworld kind of planet, right? It's got that
Mm.
more like kind of like Plutonian vibe and that Hades vibe of like kind of like the depths and the unseen and like yeah,
And it's the
yeah.
illusion, isn't it? When the illusion melts away, you can't unsee what you've seen.
Yeah, this is true. That's why I warn everybody. I'm like, yo, if you start working with any of us, like, welcome to Pandora's box, guys. Like, once we open those doors, there's no closing them. So, thanks for coming and peeking in the window.
Ooh,
That came out way more sexual than I meant it
yeah,
to
so
be.
what in the fucking Amsterdam is this? Jesus Christ.
What Oh my gosh. Well, we are at time, y'all. Just a reminder, Bonnie put it up in chat. If you are here live, please stay on for after hours. I really want to check in with you guys. Um, it'd be really great to just see how y'all doing, seeing what's showing up for you. I saw some oofs in the comments. I saw some like applauds in the comments. So come hang out. Let's chat after hours. And if you're watching on the replay, feel free, send your questions to us. I'm going to say DM me. If you want to DM me, you're more than welcome to. I'm not going to give that. Oh, they're both nodding. So
Yeah.
DM any of us if you want to go a little bit deeper. Come hang out in school and freaking add us in school. Send it on YouTube. Send your comments there. Like, we want to hear from you. This is what we all do for a living. This is what we all do for our purpose. And we just do this because we really enjoy hanging out with each other and really love hanging out with you. So really
Woo.
looking forward to seeing y'all next week. Oh, am I going to be here?
No,
I'm
you're
not going to
not.
be here. Bonnie might be holding space weather down all by herself next week.
Yeah, I'm in spell school.
Yeah, so I'll be
Ugh.
in a retreat called Soul Magic with Lee Harris, diving completely in and going 100%. Kiersey's going to be in her live in-person spell school. So Bonnie will be here holding down the fort for y'all. So yeah,
We love you, Bonnie. Thank
thank
you.
you. Like seriously, thank you, babe. Big
Thank you,
time.
Bonnie.
Yeah, yeah. All right, stay live. And anything else before we go?
Bye.
Bye. Have a great week. See you guys in 2 weeks.